We welcome you to this presentation of Saturday afternoon hockey on the Delaware Hockey Network. And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. My name's Jordan Hirsch. I've got the call for you today as the 5-1-3 New Jersey Colonials take on the 3-7-1 Philadelphia Little Flyers. This is the second game of a morning-afternoon doubleheader between these squads. New Jersey got the better of Philadelphia in the first game, taking it 3-1. They've now beat Philly twice on the season, including a 2-1 victory back on October 5th. The 3 goal scorers for New Jersey in that first game, Dahlia Kim, Leighton Thomas, and Livia Zwillinger. For Philadelphia, it was Alora Serpentine finding the back of the net for her second goal of the season. So we'll find out now in just a little bit if New Jersey will make it a 2-game sweep on this doubleheader, or if Philadelphia can pull even in the season series. New Jersey Colonials, Philadelphia Little Flyers. It's all coming for you next on the Delaware Hockey Network, and this game is presented to you by the law offices of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Welcome you back here to IceWorks Skating Complex in Aston, Pennsylvania. About set for puck drop between the New Jersey Colonials and Philadelphia Little Flyers. Let's take a look at how these two teams have matched up previously this season. New Jersey has won 2 of the first 3 meetings, including earlier today. Talked about the 2 New Jersey wins during the pregame. Philadelphia also got a 2-1 win back on October 5th. That was part of the season, a season-opening doubleheader for New Jersey. In that game, Matilda Fogarty had 2 goals. Beckett Harold an assist. The other goal unassisted for Fogarty. Philadelphia, they've been struggling a little bit. Before their game earlier today, they had been outshot 60-23 over the previous 2. This is the second of 2 doubleheaders this season for the Little Flyers. For New Jersey, this is their third of 4 doubleheaders, a very compact schedule for the Colonials. They are 0-1-1 in the second half of doubleheaders this season. Starting goalie for New Jersey will be Madison Torr, undefeated on the season, 4-0-0, enters the day with a minuscule 1.32 goals against and a save percentage at 88. Alora Serpentine, along with Charna Torres, at the center dot. We're just waiting on the official to drop the puck and get this one underway. First of 2 games here from the 4th rink here at Aston on the Delaware Hockey Network. Puck is dropped and off we go. Philadelphia looks to control in neutral ice, and it's taken by Anna Scott, who had an assist in the first game of this morning-afternoon doubleheader. That one kept in at the line by Caroline Coneybear, and she's forced to take it out to center. Back to Serpentine. Goes cross-ice with it. It hits the skate of Anna Scott. Played ahead by Philadelphia. Now a chase, and Vivian Pizzamenti is going to win it for New Jersey. Going into the boards hard that time was Ellen Smith. This one played ahead off the skate of Leighton Thomas, and if she was able to control that, she would have had a one-on-one. Instead, it was played in from her side of the red line, and we have our game's first icing. One of the players to watch for New Jersey, the player who took that opening faceoff, Charna Torres, 7 goals, 10 assists this season. She's been red hot, 4 goals in her last 3 games and 6 in her last 4. As New Jersey wins the defensive zone faceoff, they try to play it around behind the net. And that's where it can be taken by Dahlia Kim. Kim this season, 2 goals, 3 assists, played out to center. Puck was trying to fumble, but now played in. And here comes Fogarty on the left wing. Centers it in front, and that one's taken away by the Colonials. Up they come. Flying down the left wing goes Layla Klapik. They had a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Klapik, sharp angle shot off the outside of the cage. Taken by Abigail Fuller. She'll send it in. And that one's easily kicked aside by Emmeline Costello. And another pad save for Costello. Costello 0-4 this season, allowing 3.31 goals against and an 88.3 save percentage. She's kind of been bitten by not getting a whole lot of production from her offense in front of her. Riley McIntosh has certainly gotten much better goal production from that offense. Philadelphia Little Flyers averaging 5 goals per game in front of McIntosh entering the day. Looking to get their first here and getting tripped up, but no call that time was Reddy. Nadia Reddy, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. That one played up but not out by Klapik. And now a chance to clear for Olivia Bretter, but that stays in the New Jersey zone. Bretter goes back to get it. She'll circle around behind her net. 14:46 to go, opening period. Kapigian comes up with a steal, and that shot gets deflected into the corner. Both teams scrap for it behind the cage. It's played up but not out again. Kapigian tries to send it down low. Has Isabella Gowdy out to the point. Viviana Serpentine shuffles it deeper into the zone. Serpentine goes to get it along the right wing, plays it around behind the net, and that's where it can be taken for Philadelphia by Ella Connor. Centered out in front, nobody home in a white sweater, and it's played up and out by the Colonials. Philadelphia certainly controlling the pace of play through the opening 3 minutes. New Jersey hasn't really gotten established in their offensive zone to this point. Here comes a chance for Laura Serpentine. Serpentine a shot and a pad save made right. Rebound was taken by Haley Massenior for New Jersey, and she skates it up the other way. Shuffled in from the red line, and going back to get it for Philadelphia is Sadie Raleigh. Plays it along the right side, and Flyers unable to clear. Colonials keep it in. They send it down behind the cage. Here's a chance for Raleigh to get it out, but she has it taken away. Out to the point, Swillinger, a shot deflected wide. Livia Swillinger going for her third goal of the season right there, but comes up empty. A couple bodies hit the ice down there in the corner. Anna Scott tried to get it out for Philadelphia, but can't. Swillinger off on the left side. Madison New plays it back to the point for Pizzamenti. Back down to New. Along the goal line, sharp angle shot gets deflected into the near corner. That's where it can be taken by Haley Massenior. Massenior working on a little flyer behind the net, gets free in the corner and plays it back down low. Here's Charna Torres, one of the top players on New Jersey. The team's leading goal scorer and assist woman. Pizzamenti had that one blocked. And Philadelphia is able to survive that offensive zone pressure by New Jersey. They get out of that unscathed. Back behind the net, Sadie Raleigh had that pass attempt deflected, but it's nearly taken back by Philadelphia. Instead, play by New Jersey. Klapik fanned on that slap shot. It comes free along the right side, and now both teams battle for it. Played up again, but not out. Holding the line was Dahlia Kim. It stays in the zone. Here comes Torres with a shot, and that's blocked aside by Raleigh. Again, Philadelphia, they are able to clear as that time it was Olivia Bretter unable to keep it in at the blue line. Nearing 5 minutes gone here in the opening period. Glad you could join us on a Saturday afternoon here on the Delaware Hockey Network. First of a doubleheader for the Little Flyers. We'll have the 14U girls game coming up after this as they take on the New Jersey Devils. As that 14U team looking to stay red hot, winners of 3 straight, haven't allowed a goal in that span. This one's banked down in on goal, so no icing. And New Jersey will go back to reset. We're going to get our game's first penalty, and it looks like it's going to go against Philadelphia. Francesca Christie is going to get called for the trip, and New Jersey will go to the power play for the first time this afternoon. Well, the first 3 minutes were controlled by the Little Flyers, but ever since then, it's been all New Jersey, and now a prime opportunity for the Colonials to get on the board first. Torres wins the faceoff in the offensive zone, and New Jersey goes right to work. Here's Vivian Pizzamenti playing it down low along the goal line. Charna Torres walks it out, plays it all the way across. Swillinger shot, and a save made by Emmeline Costello. Great pass there by Torres. As you'll get a second chance to look at it right here. Fed it all the way across to the opposite wing. And then ripping that shot was Livia Zwillinger. This time the draw won by Philadelphia, but Massenior holds the line. Sends one in on goal. It got deflected. And again, Costello is able to cover up and force another faceoff. Philadelphia looking to get off the schneid. They've lost 5 of their last 6. They've been outscored 27-5 during that span. This one's played across. Zwillinger had an open net. Costello got across, and it stayed out. Couldn't quite tee it up Had a lot of twine facing her. Here comes Torres ripping one. That got deflected. Torres has it back. Out to the point, Massanior across to Vivian Pizzamenti. She walks in and shoots. And a stick save made by Costello. Didn't see where it was. It got behind her. And again, didn't cross the goal line. Chance to clear for the Flyers. You know they need it, but they don't get it. Here's Torres into the corner. Back out to the point. Massanior looks at the net. Fans on the shot. And now it will be cleared all the way down by Philadelphia. Colonials buzzing here on this power play, but Emmeline Costello has stayed strong in net. Up the right wing comes Vivian Pizzamenti. Eyes up, sends that one back behind the cage. Philadelphia races to get it with Mia DiBerardo, and she's able to send it the length of the ice. Down to just 25 seconds to go on the woman up advantage for New Jersey. Perhaps one more rush. Here comes Abigail Fuller. Fuller looks at the net, dangles in on goal. Chips it up, and it goes, I believe, off the outside of the near post. Colonials oh so close once again to getting the rubber past Costello, but again to no avail. That one's played up the boards and down, and that will do it. Well, New Jersey basically did everything but put it in the back of the cage on that power play. So we remain scoreless, down to 9:25 to play in the opening 17 minutes. Leighton Thomas drops it off for Dahlia Kim. Kim walks to the circle, lets it rip, and that was blocked, I believe, by the hand of Mia DiBerardo. Little Flyers with a chance to clear, and they'll be able to skate it up. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Down the right wing comes Ellen Smith. Plays it across. Serpentine. That shot got deflected into the corner by Dahlia Kim. Kim looking to do it all by herself as she's able to get the puck along the far wing. She'll skate it up and out into the neutral zone. Torres crosses the Flyers' blue line, drops it off for Kim. Kim is only able to play it as deep as Alora Serpentine, and she clears to the neutral zone. 23-on-23, Ellen Smith and Haley Massanior grapple for that puck, and it comes free to Philadelphia. And that time, Beckett Harold sends it the length of the ice. Icing waved off, as it looked like Madison Torr was going to come out to play that, and that cancels the icing. Smith is able to pump it in deep. And back to get it is New Jersey. Philadelphia applies pressure down here in the left corner. Anna Scott in there, but it's cleared out to the neutral zone all the way back to Viviana Serpentine by the Colonials. Here is Anna Scott playing it deep, only as far that time as Haley Massanior as she gets it back to the neutral zone. Torres pumps it in deep. Scott for Philadelphia plays it across to Chloe Lyons, who couldn't get it much deeper as Pizzamenti rings it back along the boards. Viviana Serpentine went to the backhand play. It bounces towards the slot. Chloe Lyons is able to get it harmlessly into the corner. Plays it up for Anna Scott. She's got it now, and she'll skate it out to the neutral zone. 7:33 to go. First period, no score between New Jersey and Philadelphia. The Colonials looking to sweep this morning afternoon doubleheader. Philadelphia looking to snap a skid of 5 losses in their last 6 games. Abigail Fuller races up the ice. Had a 2-on-1, but it was taken away, and now the Flyers come back. Here's Chloe Lyons. Sends it harmlessly cross corner. Across to get it is Philadelphia. That one bounces, but only as far as Caroline Conebert. And she sends it down to the goal line. Conebert has it back. Down low, here's Ella Connor's sharp angle drive as that one crossed the blue paint. Sadie Raleigh will pump it in behind the net. Ella Connors goes back to get it. Now Abigail Fuller behind her own cage for New Jersey, and again, they cannot clear. Raleigh keeps it in, sends one in, and that one's played by Pizzamenti and cleared out past the blue line. Raleigh pushes it deep. Here's Matilda Fogarty with a chance as she got closed off. Had a one-on-one with the goalie for a second, but New Jersey's defense did a good job rotating back to silence that chance. Both teams fight for it in the corner, and it comes free to Olivia Zwillinger, who's been all over the place for the Colonials. She races up ice and sends it in deep, gets hit up high, no whistle. Raleigh plays it along the end boards, but it's taken there by Layla Klapik. Had that one deflected to blue line. Here's a drive, and it's blockered down and now played out by Conebert. Now both teams having some trouble possessing for long periods of time in the offensive zone. Charna Torres tried to get it across to Klapik, but it was deflected just out of her reach. And she would have had a in-tight breakaway chance to see if she was able to collect. This one's played along the goal line. Klapik feeds Torres, makes the move, comes out in front. Shot stopped by Costello. Loose in front. It did not go once again. Bretter with a drive, deflected away. And then a sharp angle try by Leighton Thomas goes into the corner, and it's cleared out by Philadelphia. New Jersey getting much better of the opportunities, but you know they want to be able to find the back of the net at some point. Klapik takes it into the corner. Colonials looking to get on the board. Here's a sharp angle shot again, and that one's deflected down by Serpentine. Klapik possesses behind the net and beautifully taken off the puck that time by Beckett Harold. Now a scrum ensues, and it comes free to New Jersey. Philadelphia with a lot of defensive zone time. That one turned over in the slot. And a couple of nice deflections. It's played out to Dahlia Kim. She fans on a shot. Kim to the circle, centered it in front. And Kim recollects. Dahlia Kim rips one up high, and a blocker save made there by Costello. And now a chance for Philadelphia in transition. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Isabella Gowdy down the left wing. Tried to play to herself off the boards, and New Jersey did a good job to silence that as Fiona McAllister comes in and makes the defensive play. 4:14 to go, first period. Still looking for the game's first goal. McAllister looked to stick handle through traffic, but couldn't get too far. Madison New knocks it down at the blue line, and then it's finally played out to center ice. Catherine O'Neill now for the Colonials. Walks into the high slot and fires one wide. Beckett Harold plays it to the end boards. Harold has it back, a chance to clear. Up the glass, and that didn't get out, and it did that time off the deflection by Anna Scott. Philadelphia doing a good job protecting and defending in front of Emmeline Costello, but you know that she would probably like her team to get some more chances down on the other end. That one makes its way to the neutral zone. Massenier plays it in. And there to take it for Philadelphia, Mia DiBerardo. Off for Harold. It got caught up in her stick. Nearly resulted in a turnover and does. Zwillinger, another shot, and that got deflected into the safety netting. Olivia Zwillinger has had 2 or 3 really good opportunities. You'll get a look at this most recent one right here on the replay. Off the turnover, Zwillinger found herself alone in the slot. And that one deflected away by Mia DiBerardo, who's made a couple of nice defensive plays in this opening period. Another face-off win for New Jersey. Point shot. And that's into the glove on that left hand of Emmeline Costello. Mentioned it in the pregame. New Jersey beating Philadelphia in the 11-15 game today. 3-1 was the final score there. Another failed clear attempt there by the Little Flyers. Pizzamenti walks to the circle, lets it rip, and another glove save made by Costello, her 12th on 12 New Jersey shots on goal. The Colonials have a 12-3 advantage in that category. Colonials entered the day in 3rd place in the division. Philadelphia wins this puck back behind their own cage. Skated up by Serpentine, and again, not out. Here's a chance to clear for Chloe Lyons, and she gets it as far as Haley Massenior. Layla Klapik emerges from that board battle with the rubber. She skates up, lots of speed, rips one, and that's blocked. Deflected away that time by Taylene Kapigian. Kept in at the line by Massenior. Abigail Fuller had her pass attempt deflected back out to neutral ice. Dahlia Kim pumps it right back into the Philadelphia zone. Goes and gets it in that left corner as we tick down towards the 2-minute mark of this first period. Still looking for our first goal up on the scoreboard. Viviana Serpentine got cut off there as she crossed into the New Jersey zone. A good defensive play by Olivia Bretter. Here comes Layla Klapik with a lot of speed. Right through traffic. Klapik sent that one wide. Tries for a wraparound. It gets centered out in front. Isabella Gowdy in there for Philadelphia. She's 1-on-2. And Gowdy Could not get it out, and Bretter just sends a harmless-looking shot in. It's blockered down by Costello and then played out by the Little Flyers. Just 90 seconds to go, first period. New Jersey skating with speed. Zwillinger down the right side. And that one's played away by Raleigh. She plays it up to her teammate. And that's cleared all the way down by Ella Connors. Connors wins the race, so no icing. Sent it right through the blue. Nobody was there for Philadelphia. Now here comes New Jersey back the other way. A nice looking check that time by Raleigh. She gets the puck back. The Colonials just swarming Philadelphia right now. They have no airspace whenever they're able to get the puck as we've hit the final minute of play here in the first period. That one sent through the high slot. Racing over to get it for Philadelphia's Caroline Konebert, but she can't. Gets cut off by Pizzamenti, who nearly stumbles to the ice, stays upright, but turns it over. Or nearly turned it over. She did end up playing it out to the neutral zone, but it was Ella Connors unable to escape with it. Final 30 seconds of this goalless opening frame from Aston. Racing in to get this one is Leighton Thomas, who scored a goal in the morning game. She gets tied up in the corner by Konebert as the clock ticks down to just 12 seconds remaining. Anna Scott pinches in to get it for Philadelphia. She'll play it around behind. 6 seconds and 5. The final ticks will come off this first period clock. One last shot that gets blocked. Torres, that shot comes after the buzzer, and after the first 17 minutes, we are scoreless between the New Jersey Colonials and Philadelphia Little Flyers. Second period of action right after this on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back. I'm Jordan Hirsch here on the call between New Jersey Colonials and the Philadelphia Little Flyers. We're through one period of play from Aston IceWorks. No scoring. New Jersey dominated that opening 17 minutes, out-shooting Philadelphia 13-3. And as the team switched sides, you see Emmeline Costello going down to the left goal. She was fantastic in that first period, stopping all 13 shots fired her way. Madison Tour skates down to her spot in the blue paint. And off we go here in the second period. Philadelphia wins the draw as they look to reestablish themselves. They were controlling the pace through the first, I'd say, 2 to 3 minutes of this game, but since then, it's been all New Jersey. Little Flyers looking for their first shot on goal in a while. That time, though, Beckett Harold couldn't keep it in at the line, and Charna Torres will bank it in deep. Played along the dasher to Reddy. Try to play it for Scott. It gets taken away by Thomas. Leighton Thomas sends it back in beneath the goal line. DiBerardo with a poke check that time. Gets it free to Scott. And she fans on the clear attempt, but second try. It makes it past the blue and then sent right back in. DiBerardo for Philadelphia. Try to get it up to Nadia Reddy. And instead it rolls along the kick blade all the way to the other side. Beckett Harold. Up for Anna Scott, and again she cannot clear. And now a chance for the Colonials off the turnover. Here's a fan shot by Klapik. Comes free, Abigail Fuller a drive, and that whistles up over the crossbar. Potentially deflected. Couldn't quite tell if Emmeline Costello got a piece of it with the glove or not. Fuller, cross ice, out of the reach of Haley Masseneuer. Sent it into the slot, but Leighton Thomas was going off on a change. And now this one sent the length of the ice by the Flyers, and that will go for an icing. Madison Tour in net for New Jersey. She was the goalie of winning record back on October 5th during the Colonials season opening 2-1 win against Philadelphia. Madison Tour getting 5 goals per game of support. Lucy Rossi just 2.3 goals of support. Serpentine to Kapigian. Banks it down, hoping for Francesca Christie. She's cut off by Bretter. The puck again stays in the zone only for a moment as it's taken out by Chloe Lyons. Unable to get it that time to Fogarty, who was going towards the cage. And now taken back by Zwillinger, who's been all over the place. Makes a move at the blue line and sends it harmlessly in on goal, and it's swept away by the stick of Emmeline Costello. Two teams fight for it right behind the cage. It comes free into the high slot. Zwillinger shot! And another stop made by Costello as she robs Zwillinger once again. You'll get a look at this board battle, and the puck just squirted free into the high slot. And, of course, number 24 in Navy was right there, but Costello says no again. Blocking that one up into the safety netting and forcing this face-off. Puck is dropped, and Nadia Reddy wins it back for the girls in white. Played along the boards. Ella Connors had it skip over her stick. Here's Layla Klapik. Circles around, gets knocked off the puck for a moment. Konebear chance to clear, but she's sealed into the boards by Klapik, who emerges with the puck and sends one in that gets blocked into the near corner. 2-on-2 battle along the end wall. Officials want them to move the puck, and it finally comes free to New Jersey for a moment. Nadia Reddy that time sealed off Catherine O'Neill. And again, the Colonials emerge with it. Here's a shot from Klapik that misses the post by a matter of inches. Konebear, chance to clear. She does. It was out of the reach that time of Gowdy, and she can't win the race, and we'll get another icing going against the Little Flyers. 15-3 shots on goal advantage for the Colonials as Philadelphia now nearing a full period of play since the last time they sent one the way of Madison Tour. Masseneuer, a shot from the point that got deflected off the glove of Costello and again stayed out. She didn't know where it was. Only had one Delaware Sports Medicine power play to this point. New Jersey nearly got one through Costello, but she stood tall back in the first period. As that one sent in off the clear attempt. Thomas out to neutral ice, and now a 2-on-2 develops for the Colonials. They'll send it in deep wide of Costello, who's made 15 saves in a row to start this game. Again, puck fought for in the corner. And again, it comes free to New Jersey for a moment. Zwillinger was checked off the stick, and then Raleigh clears to center, and then it's slapped back in by Leighton Thomas. Around to get it for Philadelphia, Caroline Konebear. She'll skate up. Head up, she hits Alora Serpentine, the goal scorer from earlier today. Konebear had it taken away, and now Fiona McAllister for the Colonials. Anna Scott trying to find a friend in white, but can't. The Colonials just continue to dominate the time of possession category in this one. Smith tried to play it deep. Serpentine, it was out of her reach. And now skated up by Dahlia Kim. Chance for a 3-on-2. Kim right up the gut. Takes the shot, and it gets deflected wide of the goal. Kona Bear walks in front, and Philadelphia looks to go the other way. Anna Scott gets the red line and sends it all the way in. Ellen Smith wins the race to the puck behind the cage, comes away with it, but she's 1-on-2. Smith in a straitjacket that time and just forced to give up the puck. Klapik can't control for New Jersey. Skated back in by Chloe Lyons, and she did so offsides. .11:42 to play, middle period. Still looking for this game's elusive first goal. New Jersey wins this neutral zone draw. Here's Mia DiBerardo, backhands it, but that goes for a turnover as Willinger came away with the puck, gets around one woman. And back to cut it off is Beckett Harold for Philadelphia. Harold again pressured 2-on-1 and promptly loses the puck. Zwillinger tried to walk in front. It gets melted down there at the side of the cage and then played free by the Little Flyers. Here's Olivia Bretter. Tries to walk it in deep, gets around behind the net. Looking for a centering feed, sent it across the slot, and that was deflected away by Chloe Lyons. Held in at the point by Madison New. Played back around behind. Into the low slot it goes. Chance for the Colonials. Sharp angle shot. I believe that made it through to Costello, and she's able to kick it away with that right blocker. That one's up and out, and now Fogarty racing to get it for Philadelphia. She's got it on a breakaway. Fogarty shot, and a save made by Madison Tour. She hadn't been tested in over a period. And now some chaos ensues in front of the cage, and I think we're going to get some 4-on-4 action. After all that pressure for the Colonials, Fogarty was able to walk right in on goal, and Tour, it didn't look like she quite knew she had it pinned against her chest, but she was able to make the stop nonetheless. The first shot for the Little Flyers in well over 17 minutes of play. And actually, it does not appear we're going to get 4-on-4. We've got 2 penalties, a couple of cross-checks going against New Jersey. And it'll be a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes for the Little Flyers, and a prime opportunity for them to break this goalless draw. This power play presented by Delaware Sports Medicine. It's Dahlia Kim and I believe Olivia Bretter who both get called for the cross-check. And a full 2 minutes worth of 5-on-3. Little Flyers win the draw. They'll set it up. Viviana Serpentine across to Nadia Reddy. Back to Serpentine. Sends it harmlessly in, deflected away, cleared up and out. It bounced over the stick of Serpentine. And the Flyers will have to reset. Anna Scott waits for her teammates to get onside. Scott to the left circle, back out to the left point. All the way across here is Reddy. Walks in. Nadia Reddy a drive, and that one stopped by the shoulder of Madison Tour. Best chance of the day for Philadelphia right there, but it stayed out. Viviana Serpentine. She plays catch with Nadia Reddy. Another drive deflected in and blocked aside by Tour once again. Charna Torres back behind her cage for New Jersey. Pressured immediately and outnumbered that time. Little Flyers come away with the puck. Serpentine flubbed that shot, and then it can be cleared all the way down by New Jersey as we've gone over halfway through this 5-on-3, 2-woman up advantage for the Little Flyers. Looking for the game's first goal, or if you're Philadelphia, at least looking to tilt the ice back in your advantage. It's been all New Jersey for the better part of really the last 25 minutes. Alora Serpentine knocked off the puck, and it's banked all the way down once again, and the Colonials are 27 seconds away from killing off this 5-on-3. That one eludes Isabella Gowdy. She was able to get enough of that puck to stop the icing, then blocks the clear attempt, and another good job by Reddy to keep it in the zone. 10 seconds on the 2-woman up advantage, but here's Zwillinger now for the Colonials. Banks it up to the blue line. Final seconds tick off of this power play. Team's back to full strength. That shot gets blocked. This one whistled through the low slot. Anna Scott aerials it across the ice to Chloe Lyons. Played it deep, cleared out of the zone. All the way down, it's running out of steam, and therefore no icing call. An excellent job by the Colonials to kill off that 5-on-3. A couple of big-time stops in net by Madison Tour. Another turnover. Dahlia Kim couldn't really control it very well. Then it's pumped out by Fogarty to neutral ice. And Christie got her stick there in the skate of Torres, and I think she's going to get called for her second tripping infraction. Madison Tour heads off, 6-on-5. Charna Torres skates wide, sent it in front. And on the touch-up there by Viviana Serpentine, we'll get a whistle. And the Colonials will get a chance at 5-on-4 as they look to break this tie. 7:44 to go, second period. And it is the second tripping infraction going against Francesca Christie. Past the midway point of this game, and now the Colonials on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Haley Massenior played it off the stick of Serpentine. Raleigh cuts it off but can't clear. McAllister hit her own player with that shot. She topples to the ice and gets back up, looking no worse for wear. That was Catherine O'Neill who took that one off the leg. 2-on-2 scrap in the corner. O'Neill comes away with it. Centered it in front. Here's Massenior, a shot, and that goes wide. Pizzamenti pinches in. Puck is loose. Connor's chance to clear, and she's able to do just enough to get it out to neutral ice, and the Colonials will have to reset it. Halfway through this power play. And well past the halfway point of this game, still 0-0. Cleared all the way down and played by Tour. She wants her team to hustle up, tried to hit Torres that time. Puck bounces high off the board, stays out of the Philadelphia bench. Conabear kicks it free to herself, playing it in a pile of snow, couldn't get it free. Pizzamenti wins the race to that puck. It gets sent out in front, and now Serpentine will send it the length of the ice and give New Jersey perhaps time for one more rush. Colonials now a chance to reestablish themselves in the offensive zone. Klapik a shot. That one's blockered aside by Costello. And the final seconds will tick off of this power play. Back to 5-a-side hockey. 5:38 to play, second period. Klapik got it out of her skates, sent it in. Here's Sadie Raleigh back for Philadelphia. Raleigh just sends it in deep from the neutral zone. Gowdy was able to get to it but couldn't control the puck. New Jersey back the other way. And Mia DiBerardo just plays it deeper into her own zone. Raleigh over to get it. Another board battle. New Jersey has gotten the better of these for the most part. They get one here as Bretter sends a shot that gets blocked down, and then one sent off the pad of Costello from a sharp angle by Catherine O'Neill. 19 shots and 19 saves for Emmeline Costello. And this one will go all the way down across the goal line for an icing. Colonials this season outscoring opponents 31-16, while the Little Flyers have been outscored 42-16. here at approximately the midway point of the season for both squads. Chance for Philadelphia in transition, but Fiona McAllister was able to get back and knock Chloe Lyons off the puck. And the other way comes Willinger, as the Colonials just look like the faster team in this second half of the morning-afternoon doubleheader. As I say that, a chance at a 2-on-1. Lyons catches up to the puck, but knocked off it just in time, and Philadelphia had an opportunity for a 2-on-0 if Lyons was able to come up with it. Here's Fuller with a shot, and another blocker save by Costello. That blocker's been busy, and it's been golden so far with 4:08 to play in period number 2. 20 saves for Costello. Beckett-Harold gets it as far as center ice and then played back in. Here comes Livia Zwillinger. Zwillinger cuts to the slot and lets the shot go, but it goes well up over the crossbar. Breder just sends that one in, and it's melted down by Emmeline Costello, as she says, let's all take a break and just force the face-off. New Jersey, in their first 3 meetings with Philadelphia, has won 2 of them. Costello was the goalie of losing record in the lone New Jersey loss. She's been up to task so far as this one gets chipped up, and some fans to our right reach for it, but it wasn't that high, and we'll get a neutral zone faceoff. In fact, the officials will say, let's take this one at center ice. 3:34 to play, middle period. Second half of a doubleheader between the New Jersey Colonials and Philadelphia Little Flyers, the Orange Squad. Serpentine holds the blue line, but can only play it as deep as a New Jersey defender and Leighton Thomas, and then she comes up with the puck off of the steal. Chance for a 2-on-1. Thomas, good job by Serpentine to cut that one off. Little Flyers chance to clear, and Smith tried to spring Serpentine that time, but fanned on the pass attempt. Been a handful of missed opportunities and missed chances at breakaways for the Little Flyers. Mathilda Fogarty had one earlier in this period, but Madison Tour said no dice. That one gets deflected off the post. It went through the 5-hole of Costello. Not quite sure that she saw that puck all the way, but it stayed out nonetheless. Good stick lift there by Anna Scott, and she's able to send it all the way down. It's going to run out of steam, so no icing. Back to get it is Vivian Pizzamenti. Stick handles around Scott, and played ahead. Here's Torres. Torres cut off that time. Back out to neutral ice, and now a chance at a breakaway, but Anna Scott can't quite catch up to it. Serpentine back for Philadelphia. Plays it across to Talene Kapigian. Alora Serpentine plays it off of a New Jersey defender, and now here come the Colonials the other way. 2 minutes to go, second period. Torres will send it in deep, and the Colonials will get a fresh 5 out there. A full line change and defensive pairing change. Breder fumbles the puck, but there was no white jerseys in her vicinity, so she's able to go back to collect. Now Viviana Serpentine went right through the 5-hole of O'Neill to get that one to Ellen Smith. Played ahead, here's Isabella Gowdy. Chance at a 1-on-1, swings wide. Gowdy works around Massenior to the goal line and sent that one, I believe, off the glove of Madison Tour for the 6th Philadelphia shot on goal. Madison New backhands it in, and some scary moments right there in front of the net for Costello. She couldn't melt it down. But Philadelphia is able to re-corral the puck, and here comes Nadia Reddy getting the red line and sending it deep. New Jersey just winning most of the races to these loose pucks, but Connors comes up with a steal in the offensive zone right there. Could only get it as far as Breder. Cleared up but not out, kept in by Raleigh with a drive that goes wide of the post. Down to 47 seconds to play in the middle period. Still no score. That's off the outside of the net. From Connors, swept through the blue. Gowdy a crack at it, but Breder was there to make sure she didn't get all of that shot. This one sent in, deflected, save made, rebound in front. And Madison Tor had to stand tall right there. New Jersey gets it out to the neutral zone. Clock ticking down to 23 seconds to play in the second period. Conabear gets the red line and sends it deep. And now perhaps time for one more rush for New Jersey. Philadelphia gets a new defense pairing out there. A turnover. Fogarty fights for it but can't come away with the puck. One more chance here for the Colonials. 4 seconds and 3. Bretter sends it well wide. Fuller will send it in on net, and a stop made by Costello at the buzzer. No score through the opening 34 minutes of play. Third period coming for you right after this on the Delaware Hockey Network.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back to Aston IceWorks as we hit the third period of this scoreless hockey game between the Philadelphia Little Flyers and New Jersey Colonials. That second period was a little more evenly played as the shots on goal right now read New Jersey 22, Philadelphia 7. Colonials outshooting the Little Flyers 9-4 in the middle stanza. Philadelphia had a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 action in that second period. Couldn't find the back of the net. Nearly a turnover in front that time, but Torres couldn't play the puck. New Jersey has had a power play in each of the first two periods that the Little Flyers have done a good job defending. And so far, Emmeline Costello has been absolutely outstanding between the pipes. 22 saves on 22 shots for the Little Flyers. Torres took it away momentarily, and then Serpentine gets tripped up and then trips up Massenior, and the arms stay down. Torres back in the other way, gets around one woman, takes it into the circle. Klapik fights for it. Now Massenior at the point, sends one in, and that's seen all the way by Costello for save number 23. Get a look at that little foray in the offensive zone for the Colonials, as the Red Sea kind of parted on this shot, and Costello had eyes on it the whole way. Draw one by New Jersey. That one sent through. The Red Sea stayed unparted that time, but it was kicked away by Costello. Kim backhands it out to center. Now Serpentine into the middle for Chloe Lyons. Taken away by Mathilda Fogarty, who's got her stick all decked out, looking like a candy cane, is now just 12 days away from the Christmas holiday. McAllister sends that one off the stick and in. It took a weird hop. It eluded Costello. And New Jersey takes the 1-0 lead. As the goal goes to Fiona McAllister, it rode up the stick of a Little Flyer that time before crossing. And with 15:19 to go in this one, the Colonials finally break the ice. And, well, it took about one of the weirdest hops you will see to finally get one past Costello, as we've got an offsides. It'll be the 4th goal of the season for Fiona McAllister, with Abigail Fuller registering the assist. For Fuller, her 3rd assist of the year. So now the Little Flyers having to play from behind. Something that they unfortunately have been used to over these last 6 games. That one sent in by Pizzamenti. Back to get it, Sadie Rawley. Another battle along the boards. And again, New Jersey comes away with the puck. Centered in front and right into the gear that time of Emmeline Costello. She had to be alert to melt that one down. Little Flyers have certainly had their fair share of chances. They've been far between, however. But when they've gotten their scoring opportunities, they've certainly looked dangerous. A breakaway by Mathilda Fogarty, then a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3, where they could not beat Madison Tour. Part of the storyline today for the Colonials has been them getting to a lot of these loose pucks and winning these battles. That one's chipped all the way down by Ella Connors, and Livia Zwillinger races to pick it up. Zwillinger swings wide and goes hard into the boards. She stays down and now gets back up to her knees and to her feet. That looked very dangerous. And good to see Livia Zwillinger able to get to her feet and skate off under her own power that time. It appeared she just kind of blew a tire in that corner. Oh, they're going to send Ella Connors to the sin bin, so they say she was tripped up. 3rd opportunity coming up now on the power play for New Jersey. And we'll see if it's another tripping call. Well, Ella Connors entered this game tied for the team lead in penalty minutes with Mia DiBerardo, and she just passed her right there. And before this power play, New Jersey is going to take their timeout. We'll take it with them. 13:58 to go. Colonials on the power play when we come back, leading 1-0 here on the Delaware Hockey Network.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury.
Welcome back to Little Flyers Hockey here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Philadelphia trailing 1-0 with 13:58 to go in period number 3. And it looked like Livia Zwillinger was okay after getting tripped up in the corner, but she's now going to skate off, holding or kind of hanging her right arm. Ella Connors got called for the penalty. And the Colonials now with a chance to double their advantage. Livia Zwillinger, who's been all over the place on the ice today. Obviously, you don't want to see anybody get hurt on any side, but Zwillinger had been playing such a good game, and now presumably going to be done for the day as Dahlia Kim sends that one off the pad of Costello. Colonials looking to build on their advantage. Anna Scott lifted the stick of a Colonial, but couldn't play it free, and that one gets deflected wide of the goal mouth. Klapik the high slot, tried to send it down low. It eluded Leighton Thomas. And that one's pushed up and now out by Alora Serpentine. Well, for Philadelphia to come back in this game, it's critical that they kill off the remaining 117 of this penalty. Colonials have really controlled this one most of the way throughout with a 29-7 advantage in the shots on goal department. Behind the net, Klapik. Out to Charna Torres, makes a move. Torres, who's got 6 goals in her last 4 games, got it back and played it out to Olivia Bretter. Across this way to Kim, off the skate of Serpentine, and it finds Leighton Thomas. Around behind the cage, Torres settles it down there, surveys her options, skates it out, tried to hit a cutting Kim, it gets deflected to Bretter. She'll send one high and wide. Kim holds the blue line. Rifles one in, maybe looking for a deflection that time from Torres, but it went past her skate into the boards. Torres, head up, finds a cutting Kim, in on goal, shot, and a stop by Costello once again. She stood tall when faced with that high-pressure situation like you saw right there. Played up the boards, but not out. Pinching in to get it that time was Bretter. Down low, Torres, fanned on the pass. Skate to stick for Torres. Finds Kim, makes a great move to get to the slot and sends one into the breadbasket of Costello, and she dives on top of it to force the face-off as the power play runs its course. Get another look right here. Kim, beautiful stick handling right there, and then an even better stop by Costello to keep this at a 1-goal hockey game. Catherine O'Neill in with Nadia Reddy on this face-off. Philadelphia wins it. Isabella Gowdy skates it up and out. Little Flyers need some offensive zone time here, but Pizzamenti cuts it off and backhands it out to the blue line. Reddy skating east to west with it. Here's Beckett Harold for Ella Connors. And she was just 1-on-3 and just backhands it deep into New Jersey ice. 11:18 to go. New Jersey 1 on the goal by Fiona McAllister, her 4th. Philadelphia, nothing. Madison Tour 7 for 7 between the pipes for the Colonials. Reminder, we'll have coverage of the 14-year-old division. Philadelphia, New Jersey, directly following this one as Nadia Reddy goes top shelf and evens the scoring at 1. Beautiful snipe from the right circle by Reddy. Good for goal number 3 on the year for her, and with 10:54 to play, Philadelphia has found the equalizer. Reddy was the one who took it away on the far side, and then goes up over the shoulder that time of Madison Tour, and we are tied 1 apiece. Here's Klapik looking to get that goal right back. Swings wide, goes around, tries for the wraparound, and that one did not cross the goal mouth. And here comes Mathilda Fogarty the other way for Philadelphia. Madison New is without a stick, and so she'll give way to Massenior to play the puck. DiBerardo strips Thomas that time at the Philadelphia blue line. This one played further in by Pizzamenti, and then a shot by Thomas, save made, rebound loose in front. Costello is down, and she was able to cover it up for just long enough to force that whistle. Emmeline Costello just continuing to stand tall. 32 saves on 33 shots. It's been a real great goalie battle. It took a weird hop to get one past Costello, and then just a few moments ago on the other end, a beautiful shot by Nadia Reddy, potting her third goal of the season to level this game at 1. McAllister for New Jersey. Into Kim, tried to sweep it deep, but again fanned. Abigail Fuller back to play it for the Colonials. A little loose with the puck that time, but she's able to find Fiona McAllister, the goal scorer. Swings wide that time on Kapigian. Puck comes free. Dahlia Kim pinches in. Serpentine was able to win that battle, and Philadelphia plays it out to center. That dump-in attempt hit Ellen Smith. Bretter plays it down low. Viviana Serpentine back to get it. Plays it to herself. And now here's Anna Scott looking to spring Smith, but it's cut off by Kim. Catherine O'Neill was down on the ice, so she couldn't get back to retouch, and that goes for an offsides at the Philadelphia line. One your score, 9 minutes, 2 seconds. All that's left in regulation. Nadia Reddy wins this face-off back for the Little Flyers. Here's Gowdy, had it taken away. Charna Torres, the leading goal scorer for the Colonials. Plays it cross corner. Ella Connors couldn't get it out in second try. She's able to pump it to neutral ice, so then Nadia Reddy sends it the rest of the way. Good job by Konebear to pinch in and keep it in the zone. Sent deeper in by Ella Connor. She gets to it behind the cage. Sent it out in front, nobody home in white. But again, it's Nadia Reddy this time, keeping it in at the blue line. Played by Massenior. Tried to hit Torres, and she nearly came away with a breakaway for the leading goal scorer, but it was off of her stick. Torres kicks it free. Here's Thomas with a shot that goes wide. Massenior back behind the cage. Sends it in front. Deflected away by Reddy. Held in by Pisamenti. Along the half wall, getting knocked down, but keeping with the puck for a moment was Torres. Taken away by Sadie Raleigh. Torres gets it back for the Colonials. 7:37 to go. Even at 1. Torres sends it in front. McAllister couldn't get her stick on it as she was bidding for her second goal of the game. Torres behind the cage to Massenior. That pass was deflected, and now Gowdy will skate it out, send it all the way down, and that's going to go for an icing. Well, for Philadelphia, after this game, just 4 more left on the schedule. Next one is Wednesday against the Little Flyers black team at 8:20 p.m. New Jersey wins the offensive zone draw, then DiBerardo nearly fumbled the puck in the blue paint, and Costello gets a glove on it to force another face-off with 7:06 to go in period number 3. Another face-off won by New Jersey. Here's a shot from the angle and a save made by Costello. Catherine O'Neill around behind, out the other side. Hands off, it's Kim. Walks to the circle, makes a move. Pushes it in, it's stopped by Costello. Puck is loose, Philadelphia's got it, and they clear to center. Well, ever since the first period, the Little Flyers have done a really nice job hanging tough with one of the top teams in this division. New Jersey enter the game 5-1-3. Their lone regulation loss came against the Little Flyers in October. Here's Kim in the slot with a shot, and she scores. 6:21 to go in this one, and Dahlia Kim breaks the tie. And it's 2-1 New Jersey, her third of the season. And just as Nadia Reddy tied it up off a turnover on the other side, the tie is broken off a Philadelphia turnover. Nice move there by Kim, creates some space, and puts it in that top left corner. Sent in for a moment. And now 6:05 to go. New Jersey holding this 2-1 lead. And again, the Little Flyers forced to play from behind. You see right there, Dahlia Kim, her third goal of the season. Catherine O'Neill, she gets the assist. It's her first assist of the season, just her second total point. And now Dahlia Kim has a goal in both games here of the doubleheader. Scott sends it deeper. Serpentine from the goal line. It gets kicked towards the goal. Colonials are able to collect, send it up the boards, but not out. Scott, that pass attempt was blocked by the most recent goal scorer in Dahlia Kim. Olivia Bretter back to get it for the Colonials. Puck takes a bit of a weird hop off the boards and stays in the zone for a moment. Anna Scott couldn't come up with a steal, and now the Colonials will skate it out to center. The speedy Layla Klapik looking to go 1-on-3. Tried to split the double team and got sealed off and knocked to the ice. Klapik a little slow to get up in front of the cage. She's to her feet now and skating off. As that one went off the stick that time of Madison Tour. And she was lucky that that didn't take a bad deflection for her. Philadelphia really with just the one good scoring chance in this period. Just one shot on goal as they go off sides with Nadia Reddy. That one shot on goal, it found the back of the net from Reddy. Get a chance to see that goal just before the midway point of period number 3. A beautiful snipe for her third of the season. But since Dahlia Kim has broken the ice once more, it's now a 2-1 game. Massenior off the stick of Torres and around behind. Sadie Raleigh out to get it. Philadelphia looking to clear. They do. Raleigh, she's 1-on-2 that time along the sidewall. Catherine O'Neill had it taken away for a moment. And it comes out to center where Nadia Reddy's there to take it. Has to wait for Gowdy to get back on sides and does. Reddy 1-on-3, able to control to Ella Connors. Shuffled deeper, but only as far as Catherine O'Neill. She'll wheel around behind her own net, make a couple of moves and escape. O'Neill, who just picked up her first apple of the season, sends it deep from her side, or from the Philadelphia side of the red line. As we tick down to just 3:16 to go. 2-1 your score. New Jersey leading Philadelphia as they go for this morning afternoon doubleheader sweep of the Little Flyers. Fuller, nice move around Smith, crisscrosses her way across the blue line. The puck gets played towards the top of the blue paint. Anna Scott couldn't get it out. Dahlia Kim keeps it in. And now this time the clearing attempt goes off the skate of Skim as it rolls its way down the ice. Missed pass there, comes free to Viviana Serpentine. D-to-D pass, Beckett Harold up for Scott. Good puck movement. And she'll send it in deep. Under 2:30 to play in this one. Madison New around to get it for the Colonials, uses the glass, can't get it out. Has it back on her stick. That pass attempt was blocked down. She had a third opportunity. Ellen Smith sends it in on goal, and Madison Tour just dives on top of it, playing it the safe route. She forces the face-off with 2:09 to play. Reminder, coming up after this one, we'll have coverage of the 14U girls game between the Little Flyers and the New Jersey Devils. Puck drop set for 6 o'clock right here from Aston IceWorks. We'll be back on the air. As New Jersey wins this defensive zone draw. Here comes Charna Torres, so send it deep. Colonials just looking to kill time right now. Under 2 minutes to play, they hold this 2-1 lead as they look to win their third game in 4 tries over the Little Flyers this season. No icing that time. It's all Navy sweaters back to get the puck. Bretter plays it up. Beckett Harrell now controls for the Little Flyers. 90 seconds to go. Tried to feed Reddy. It hopped up over her stick, and now Dahlia Kim. Kim around behind her own net. Checked off the puck for a moment, but then it's forced out on all the way down. Little Flyers with just 1 shot on goal in this third period. It did find the back of the cage. They need at least 1 more if they want to tie this one up once again in the final 65 seconds. New plays it across. It's Massenior. Knocked off the puck by Reddy. It bounces around. And now taken by the Colonials. They've got a chance to kill more time. Massenior skates it in. Sends a bouncer scooped up and handled by Costello. And now a defensive zone face-off for the Little Flyers with just 43.9 on the third period clock. Little Flyers will call their timeout as we get a chance to look at some of the scoring. All coming in this third period. First goal for New Jersey. Fiona McAllister off of a weird hop where it rode up the stick of one of the Little Flyers. Shortly thereafter, it was Nadia Reddy off of an offensive zone takeaway. Able to do it all by herself to tie this one up, but then the Flyers turned it over in their defensive zone. And it was Dahlia Kim off of a nice move right here to make it 2-1. Emmeline Costello, 36 saves on 38 shots for Madison Tour. She has stopped 7 of the 8 fired her way. Little Flyers trying to draw up a play. First they got to win this face-off in their defensive zone, then find a way to get a chance at the other end. And the final 43.9. Kim against Serpentine. Little Flyers win the draw. It gets to the corner. And then it's taken away by the Colonials. Here's Torres, 35 seconds. For Kim, this could just become a game of keep away. Massenior down low. Kim, behind the net they go with Torres. Clock at 25 and rolling. Played up to Massenior. As the Colonials just look to pass it around now for the final 17 seconds. Massenior pressured, able to find Kim. Try to get it back down low, taken away by Raleigh, uses the other side. Nadia Reddy couldn't get to it, just 8 seconds and 7. Puck melted down in front of the Flyers bench. Final seconds will come off the clock, and the Colonials thanks to a pair of third period goals and a fantastic job by Madison Torin net. They sweep the morning-afternoon doubleheader, winning the second game 2-1 is your final score. A great defensive game played all the way around. When we come back, we'll have your 3 stars of the game as New Jersey picks up win number 6 on the season with a 2-1 final. Back with the 3 stars when we come back on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Final score from Aston: New Jersey Colonials 2, Philadelphia Little Flyers 1. We'll take a look at our 3 stars of the game. First star, Dahlia Kim, the game-winning goal for New Jersey. Nadia Reddy had a goal for Philadelphia, the lone goal. She's the second star. Then Emmeline Costello, 36 saves on 38 shots. The third star of today's game, brought to you by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Colonials get the win. They sweep the doubleheader. They go to 6-1-3 on the season. Philadelphia falls to 3-8-1. A reminder, coming up in just about 40 minutes or so, we'll be back on the air for the 14U girls game between the Little Flyers and the New Jersey Devils. We hope you will join us then. For my video engineer and cameraman, James Witherite, my name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching, and we hope you'll join us in about 40 minutes right back here from Aston IceWorks on the Delaware Hockey Network. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by the law offices of Heather A. Long.